This is the Tactical Muffin Top channel, everybody. Well, we're going to go over some multi-tools, and I cheated a little bit because, as you can see, I have 3 examples of multi-tools that I stock. I consider this a multi-tool, but these are tools that is in everybody's bug out bag / EDC, right? We have the more fun stuff like the pews, and for entertainment purposes, this is unloaded, and in Minecraft, there's nothing in this bad boy. It's not hot. But this is Muffin Top's EDC at the moment. Trying to get that new Glock, baby. I'd probably swap this out for that. But these are multi-tools, and these are some examples. This was one of Muffin Top's first, and I beat the crap out of this. This usually lives in a vehicle door. This is an Ozark Trail multi-tool, and when I get a multi-tool, I like the needle nose because you can take things off fires, whatever. Needle nose are super duper handy, and they're hard to create out in the wild. I like to have a knife on them. I like to have a saw. I really like having scissors on them, but a file is really good, and then a couple different screwdrivers, things like that. And then I like wire cutters on them. So, but you know, I would just say like bare bones basic, a cheap Ozark Trail one. And then this was another Walmart. This is a Mossy Oak. I don't think they make this one anymore, but this one lives in my range bag. And this thing is tough as nails, and I like that it locks. So it'll actually lock the tools open, and you have to hit this little deal to unlock it so you can set your knife, you know, for somebody who's not as well versed in using knives, things like that, maybe this would be great to put like in a tackle box, you know, for your old lady or a kid, something like that. Pretty handy. The Gerber, this one goes on sale quite a bit for around 30 muffins. I think this is probably one of the best multi-tools to stock for the money. This thing has been ran hard, put to bed wet. It's got a little bit of rust going on there. I got to knock that off. But Muffin Top uses the ever-loving crap out of this, and this usually lives in my hunting bag with me and on my belt whilst hunting. And I use this for trapping and things like that to set up snares, crap like that. Super duper handy. For 30 muffins, I think this is probably your best bet, besides maybe like a Leatherman Wave. But I don't have one of those, so I can't compare it. On a more expensive note, the Swiss Army knife used to be super cheap, but Muffin Top loves the Swiss Army knife. And it pairs very well with a lighter. I should do the duct tape trick on the lighter. This is just one I carry every day. This came out of my pocket. This was actually in my dollar store video, if you guys remember that. It's got about half the fluid left. I've been using it. And then I cheated in another tool, a light source. This is Muffin Top's EDC. This is the Ozark, or not the Ozark Trail, this is the Olight M1X Warrior. This is just a classic mag light. This is another Olight. I didn't like it as much as this one because the tail cap always comes on. I wish the clip was on this end, so that didn't happen, but whatever. So this one usually lives like upstairs for like anybody can grab light, you know, things like that. In the junk drawer, it's a handy deal to have. Then I have the Hatchet that Dino Spumoni sent me. This thing's awesome. It has a pry bar on the end, has a hammer on this end that's replaceable with a pick. The sheath snaps very well together. It's got good handle grips, and it's got the axe. Things like that. One-handed, I'm not going to take that out, but I use the crap out of this for deer hunting as well. This hangs out in my pack when I'm setting up things and whilst trapping. If I need to hit down like tent stakes, things like that, I use the crap out of this hammer. And then if you need to cut a notch in a piece of wood to wrap a snare around, or a piece of paracord to hold your traps in place, to hold your hunting tents in place, to hold anything like that. You set up, use this in my fishing kit as well when I go fishing. Smack some whatever down. Like, this thing is super duper handy. And an SHTF, this is your master key, because you can pop into doors with this, you can break glass with this, you can get cut through wood with this, cheap doors with this, interior doors with this. This is your all-in-one master lock key. So super duper handy thing to have in like an inch system, or set this up on like a get home / whatever kit, or like if you set this as a stash kit, which this yellow deal is. The video's coming, guys. Some of this gear will be debuted / shown in that video, but this would be something that I want to stash, so you have a lot of tool capabilities in one small thing, and you can clip it on your belt, you can clip it on your pack, you can give this to somebody else who doesn't have a pew and still make them, you know, better than not. So next, whilst cheating with my multi-tools, I'm going to hop up to the lights. Headlamps are awesome, and these little magnetic lights, I throw these in all of my my lockers and things like that, so I have light sources in them for my kits that I set up, pew wise. My lockers are my super duper cheap alternative to safes, and they're a little bit less conspicuous, and you can set up way more safes with way more loadouts in different locations. So pheasant feather that I got. And other tools is the electrical tape, which we discussed this evening on the chat, and the 1-inch Gorilla tape that I have flattened out. This actually came out of a pack that I had hanging out right here, and then paracord and zip ties. These are like redneck multi-tools. You can do a lot of stuff with paracord, zip ties, duct tape, and electrical tape. You can do all kinds of stuff. But together, I would say if you had maybe like these in your pocket, maybe just a regular fixed blade, regular folder, you know. If you had a regular folder and a fixed blade right here, this is pretty much everything you need for your toolkit in SHTF. You can get pretty well everything done with what's on this tote, bar none. EDC, you can EDC a chunk of this. I mean, you know, EDCing a multi-tool with a pocket knife and a lighter, flashlight, super duper easy. On top of medical things like that, you can keep all this stuff in your vehicle under the back seat, minus the pew should be on you. This is very, very, very light. A lot of this stuff is integrated in most bug out bags, get home kits, inch kits, stash stuff. You can get multiples of all this. This is all cheap stuff, guys. I mean, lighters, you can go buy like a 5-pack of lighters for $6, okay? Duct tape, every time you go pick up a couple rolls of duct tape. Electrical tape, super cheap. Paracord, super cheap. Dude, you can literally get a pack of like 100 zip ties at Harbor Freight for like $1 sometimes, guys. You can get this is not a super high-end headlamp. This is just like an Energizer. It comes in 2 packs all the time at Wally World. I got this little easy light. I did a little review on it. This thing's awesome. I use this in my service bag to put in furnaces and AC units, things like that. And I also use this in all like my gun storage places that have metal cabinets, you know, whether they're gun cabinets, whether they're lockers, whatever. This thing's magnetic. It's super awesome. I put it on the hood when I'm working on cars, things like that. This thing's just super duper handy to have in your toolbox, and it just charges with your phone cord. So fixed blade, great item. Hatchet, the Hatchet, hammer. I use the crap out of the hammer. Look at this. I mean, I use the crap out of this thing. It's got clay, it's got wood, it's got all kinds of stuff. It's probably got some possum's brains on it. It's got a really good clip on there. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. But this thing is a great tool. Damn. But look at that. You can get up on this. You can feather stick with this thing. Yeah, look, I beat this up. Muffin Top uses this stuff. I use the hammer a lot. But this thing is pretty freaking awesome. I really like this. Shout out to Dino Spumoni. He sent this to the channel. One for me, one for R, for hooking Dookie Boy up with some stuff. Yeah, look at them skinny Muffin Top arms. Finally get ripped. Nice. Anyway, but yeah, you can pry bar, you can get into a lot of stuff, you can dig with this. This is a super duper thing. Oh, you know what I should have grabbed? An entrenching tool. I would add an entrenching tool to this list. I have one in each one of our vehicles. It's a super duper good thing to have. The digging thing brought it up, because what better to dig than a shovel? And then I would say, to top all that off, a bone saw that I use for hunting / cutting branches, things like that. That's in all of my get home bags. Right now is a great time to pick up hunting stuff, especially things like that. Burlap camo and the folding saws and things like that are on sale at the moment. Super good stuff to have. But yeah, I think this is the prepping survivalist, prepared citizen and general's loadout for basic tooling. With all these tools, you can get so many capabilities done. You can set up shelters, you can repair things, you can lock stuff down, you can set up traps, you can increase your security for your area, you can carry a lot of capability in a small package. So if you can't carry your pack, you can have what's in your pockets, on your belt line, whatever. It can handle a lot of stuff, guys. So this is Muffin Top's hot little take on some multi-tools, some tools, some all in general good round things that should be in everybody's pack, everybody's get home kit, everybody's you know, your fight kit, you should have this stuff if it's you're at minimum an assault pack should have all this stuff in it, let alone your pew pew stuff, your medical stuff, whatever, your sleep system. Some of the stuff can aid in your sleep system, some of the stuff can aid in medical. Super duper good stuff to have. I think if you had your variety, your spice of life on whatever these may be, your capabilities are increased, and what you can do and what your skill set can be if you actually go out and use your tools is expanded and increases your survivability, bar none. So that's Muffin Top's hot take on it. I thought this is a nice lengthy video. This was requested per the live stream. On Tuesdays and Thursdays I tried to do a live stream on YouTube and on the Rumble, and I am also on Instagram now, so if you guys look for me there, it is Tactical Muffin Top. I have an X, but I don't do anything with it. But you guys wanted a longer video. This is something that you guys voted for in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. I could go into breakdowns and things like that. I said something about maybe doing some smaller videos for individual items, things like that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you like the longer formatted videos, if you want a bunch of short videos on stuff like this, let me know, guys. I like your feedback. It's a lot of fun. This video was right after my chat and Jay's chat, so let me know what you guys think. Muffin Top out.